We need to introduce ourselves, I think. It's better if we ad-lib it, but I think we need to start by saying hello. And hello. We want to invite you to a thing.
It's a pretty amazing thing. I think you're going to want to come.
How many days is this? It's 4 days, 3 days, 8 days?
We have stuff scheduled right now, December 30th, December 31st, January 1st, and January 2nd.
The party comes in 6 parts.
Part number 1
is a video editing for the revolution. I'll be leading that one. That's why we're in a video now. They said that the revolution will not be televised, and they were right, because it's going to be on YouTube. We're going to talk about social media and how it can be used to build community, and it's going to be great. Part 2 is the Eve at Acorn party.
And this is a sober party, but they're anarchists, so it's not really completely controlled, of course. But the idea is that this is more theatrical. There's karaoke, the strange puppet theater. Part of it is the idea that you practice for the party the next day. Stay up late and then sleep late the next morning so that you can stay up even later and sleep even later the next day.
Giving yourself jet lag.
We could say that that is not actually guaranteed. The wheels are in motion.
You love to say things that may not be strictly true, but sound nice. That's your whole thing. Part 3, Future of Urban Communes at Cambia. That's here. This is where we are now.
This is a workshop. The Point A project has now successfully started communes in Washington, D.C. and in New York City, and we are looking for where the next place is. Is it Boston? Is it Philadelphia? Is it Baltimore? Who are the people who are going to help make these things happen? Who's excited about income sharing, egalitarian, intentional communities? We have folks from all of these communities represented at this event, so they can talk about their experience and what was hard and what was easy.
Well, I remember the first time we went to Crafts House, you were like, oh yeah, we should just get NASCO to buy the house.
Yes, we should just get
recklessly optimistic way, because Tufts controls it, and it's very problematic, and sometimes they just lock doors and don't let people in them, and it's annoying.
Dumb, right.
Part 4!
Hold
on. Part 4. There we go.
The main event.
New Year's Eve party.
Twin Oaks has been doing a personally transformative New Year's Eve party for decades now. It is the place that you are most likely to fall in love, most likely to have a transformational experience, most likely to realize that you're doing the wrong thing and you want to do something different.
Would you care to define the word quink?
Sure. Yes. Quink is the opposite of trauma. Trauma is when some bad thing happens in your event. Trauma is when some bad thing happens in your life, and there are ongoing negative repercussions as a function of it. We need some new words, and this is a new word, which is quink. It is the opposite of trauma, where some positive event affects your life, and you have an ongoing positive transformation as a function of this life-transforming event. And so the New Year's party is a quink fest, where we are trying to create circumstances under which people have these positive life-transforming circumstances.
Here's the Infinity Room. It's a box. It's going to be inside the dining hall at Twin Oaks. You will go inside it, and then you will not know what you are inside. You'll be inside everything and nothing at the same time. It'll be great. Part 5. Still not aiming at the camera properly. There you go.
Phonological review, January 1st, in the afternoon, after brunch, after we've slept in for a long time. Phonology is the study of fun. It's using festivals and parties and other events as vehicles for the revolution. We believe that what's necessary for radical social change is for us to build a better party. And part of this is the quasi-science of phonology, in which we try to evaluate parties and figure out what makes things fun. After the New Year's party, we're going to talk about what worked and what didn't work.
So there are various things like don't cover your face with the whiteboard that I might tell you, but and then there's also a rule of thirds thing where you see how my eyes are on the third line of the thing and you are lower, but you know, it doesn't really matter.
And my favorite part of
Part 6
is the Craft House performance. This is something that you incredibly clever folks from Tufts are going to figure out and do and bring and add. We're going to be laughing our asses off.
Clearly we plan things without having any, but it's going to happen. There's going to be a Crafts House performance. Whether you're here or not, it's going to be a Crafts House performance.
We already know some of you are coming. Hopefully a bunch of you are coming.
We need conclusion.
In conclusion, if you don't come, the people who do come are going to tell you about it, and you're going to regret it.
Seems like a reasonable conclusion. All right. Please come. Goodbye.